Do you think that schools will still be able to be need blind, for example, or, will they just do need based, but not so much merit based, or any predictions on any of that?
Yeah, I apologize. There's just so much to be covered that it's
No, I
hard
know.
to keep it contained. In terms of financial aid and planning, if you have kids already in 11th grade, it sounds late to say this, but of course the most important rule, ideally from when they're practically 2 years old on, is to save. It's always better to save more. The idea that you get more financial aid if you have fewer resources to pay is not really the case for the vast majority of students. So the more you can bring to the table, generally speaking, the better the chances are that the college can fill in the rest. I think that there's a small group of schools that do what's called meet full need. A few of them might not continue to do that. I think most of them who have made that commitment will. What that means is that they calculate what your family's capacity to pay is, and then they say, we think you can pay X of the total. And if you agree, then they commit to filling in the rest. That's a bottom-up model. If you and they agree on the amount they think you can pay, that's all you have to worry about. Most institutions don't have those kinds of financial resources, so they start at the top. They say, this is what we cost. We're going to give you this much financial aid. We're going to give you this additional merit discount. And the calculations, the financial aid calculations would show that you could pay, let's say, $15,000 or $20,000, and with the discounts and the financial aid we're giving you, the total cost is going to be $30,000. And then you have to decide what you want to do about that gap, whether you want to borrow money to fill it, or whether you say, no, then this is too expensive an institution for us. So there's a small handful of institutions that can need. They're the ones that are going to give you aid at various amounts. Those institutions will also tend to provide extra discounts to kids they're really trying to attract. I think all of that will continue to function more or less as it has for the near future, although the crisis may encourage longer term shifts in how colleges price themselves and how the whole financial aid system works.